Okay, we're looking at upper and lower bounds. Bounds is error in measurement. It's called a few things, but it usually involves the word bounds or like error in measurement, or the limits of the measurement or something like that. So we've got distance from London to Brighton is 80 kilometres to the nearest 10 kilometres. So that amount there, all right, has been rounded to the nearest 10. So if you think about it, all right. If I think about a number line and it's been rounded to 80, what could the lowest value be for it to round to 80? And what could the biggest value be to 80? Now, the lowest value is actually going to be 75. That rounds up. 75 rounds to 80. Now, if I put 85 up here, that doesn't round to 80, but actually 84.9999999 recurring does round to 80. So I'd rather than spend the rest of your life writing the number 9, it's easier to put 85. So the upper bound, okay, oops, sorry, I'll do it in red. So the upper bound is going to be 85. Even though 85 rounds to 90, we could write 84.99999. So you could, in theory, write 84.9 with a dot above there. That would be fine too. Okay, the lower bound, however, alright, is much simpler, is just 75. Alright, so if you think about a number line, what would round to 80? That's fine. Now, second question says a piece of wrapping paper measures 25 centimetres by 35 centimetres to the nearest centimetre. What is the upper bound of the area of the paper? Now, in order to get the upper bound of the area of the paper, I need the upper bound of the measurements of the paper. So, because this is to the nearest centimetre, again, if I think about, well, what would round up and down, I'll use my green again, here we go. So, to 25 centimetres there. The lowest it would be 24.5, and the biggest it would be 25.4. No, forever. So we'll call it 25.5. Now we want the upper bound of those, so we're going to go 25.5 times. Now the upper bound of 35 centimetres to the nearest centimetre would be 35.5, and that's what we're going to stick in our calculator. So 25.5 times 35.5 gives me, where is it, 905.25. Okay, now think very carefully about your calculations with bounds, because if you're doing a division or a subtraction, if you're doing a subtraction and you need the upper bound of one measurement minus the lower bound of the other measurement, it doesn't happen that often. But if you're asked to do the upper bound of speed, you'd need to do the upper bound of the distance divided by the lower bound of the time, right? That sort of thing. So think very carefully about it. I mean, basically, whatever it's measured to, cut that in half, add it on, take it off. That's the upper and lower bound. But think about it if you have to do calculations.